A thumbnail is one of the most important things about a YouTube video. It's the first thing people see, but it's also the first method to convince people to click on your video and potentially watch it till the end. And if they like what they see, maybe they will subscribe. So better make a good thumbnail, right? Well, I failed to make a good thumbnail in one particular video. The video isn't doing that well, so probably I should reshoot the thumbnail and upload a different one. But why isn't it a good thumbnail? Well, let me take you on my process of making this thumbnail, but also another thumbnail which is way better so you can see the difference. First, I always start with a brainstorm session. Many creators skip this part and immediately do some research on a topic and see which thumbnails work and which don't, but I think it is important to come up with your own ideas and let your creativity flow. And by the way, always write down your ideas. I will guarantee you will forget them if you don't write them down somewhere. My new video is going to be about how to stop procrastinating, so I think that the title will be something like how to stop wasting your time, so something like that. So now I need to think about a thumbnail that will fit the theme and tell the story in just one photo, because when people see the thumbnail they immediately need to know what the video is about and what to expect in that video. The brainstorm session is done and I did think of a few ideas that could work for the thumbnail for this video. I'm thinking of working with two different settings. I don't know yet what these two settings can be, but I just want to show the difference or the evolution between the people who did watch my video and the people who didn't watch my video. So the people who did watch my video now live a productive life, you know. So you have some kind of before and after in the thumbnail. When I can't come up with any other ideas, that's when I will do some research and see which thumbnails perform well. I always screenshot the thumbnails that could serve as an inspiration, and I will keep all my screenshots and ideas in a Notion template. So I will always try to look for elements in a thumbnail that will match my brand and my color scheme, so I can combine all those elements in one thumbnail that is unique for my brand. So I found a few ideas that could work. One of my favorite YouTubers, Nicholas Crystal, he works a lot with a before and after. So I was looking through his thumbnails and I found a few thumbnails that works with this before and after system. So I think I will implement one of these techniques in my thumbnail as well. And after looking through Nicholas Crystal's YouTube channel, I searched for the words procrastination and how to stop procrastinating. This one from Mattiavella looks interesting as well. Once you've decided which ideas you will use and work on, that's when you can start planning the shot. For me, I wanted the photos to be in line with the brand of my channel, which works with slightly warmer and darker colors. When you look at my other thumbnails, you'll see that they all have this consistent look. So this is my room, and I guess you already saw it in one of my videos. The colors of this room are a little bit darker, a little bit moodier, which I absolutely love. So since I film all my videos here, I also want my thumbnails to have the same vibe as the video itself. So I always try to work with these darker and moodier colors, slightly more towards the warmer side, because I think this has a more inviting and cozy feeling to it. Consistency in your brand and your color scheme is important for your audience to know immediately by just seeing your thumbnail that that video is yours. I know I want to work with two different colors, and these colors have to be opposite colors on the color wheel, so I'm thinking of doing one side with a warmer tone and then one side with a cooler tone. So you have this productive side, which is warmer, and then this unproductive side, which is cooler. So you have this kind of orange and teal look to it. pictures by yourself isn't that easy. So what I always do is I connect my phone to my camera. I'm shooting with a Canon R6 and Canon has a specific app that you can connect your phone to. So once you have connected your phone to your camera, the only thing left to do is set your camera to a timer. Mostly I take a timer of 2 seconds, so I have some time to get rid of my phone so you don't see my phone in the picture. I always shoot multiple pictures so I can choose afterwards in the edit which one is the best. Very quick, a few comments on what I've done in my edits. For the first edit, I dragged the 2 pictures into Photoshop. Then I blended them together with the eraser tool. Always make sure the layer is selected on which you are working on. After that, I edited the text with the text tool and gave it a drop shadow. Then I masked myself out and dragged the text layer underneath it, and this gives a 3D look to it. For the second edit, I also dragged in the 2 pictures, and then I made a line in the middle with the rectangle tool. And lastly, I added before and after and gave it a drop shadow. As you see, I always try out multiple pictures and combinations, so I do have some variations. And once they are ready, I send them to my friends and let them choose which one they think is the best. And in this case, I went with the first one. Then the only thing left to do was upload my thumbnail to YouTube. But after a month, I knew that I could have made a better thumbnail. So I was just checking my analytics for this video, how to stop wasting your time, and the video isn't doing that well. So I think it is a thumbnail. Probably I should reshoot the thumbnail and upload a different one and see if that thumbnail works better than this one. What actually is important is that I got over 4K of impressions on that video. So basically this just means that I got 4K of people who saw my thumbnail but didn't click on it. So I only got a 3% of click-through rate, which isn't that much if you see that I got over 4K of people who saw the thumbnail. Why isn't this thumbnail a good thumbnail? Well, first of all, the photos were a little too small, which made it hard to see what was going on in the thumbnail. Secondly, I don't think the difference is clear between the 2 pictures. Also, the expression of the face doesn't differ that much between the 2. The only thing that is different are the attributes, which on the left side are snacks, coffee, and sitting on my phone, and on the other side it is an apple, drinking water, and working. But if you see a thumbnail, it's always very small displayed, which makes it hard to see the difference. And then lastly, my thumbnail didn't raise a question or it didn't arouse any curiosity because it just wasn't clear what was going on in the photos. But that's why we take multiple pictures and try out a few ideas, right? So I decided to try to make a new thumbnail and edit a few things, and now I think this one is way better and it's clear to the audience what the video is about. It raises a question because I added this versus sign and the photos are a little bigger, so you can see the difference between the 2. So hopefully I will see a difference in my analytics for that video. Let me know in the comments down below what your thoughts are on my process of making thumbnails. And of course, go watch my video, How to Stop Wasting Your Time. And also go check out my previous episodes of this series where I'll take you behind the scenes of making my first YouTube video ever and creating a YouTube banner. If you like this type of content and you want to follow along on my YouTube journey, make sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell because there are a lot of new videos coming out in the upcoming weeks. And remember, all great things come from small beginnings. See ya!